And I think we're live. Hello. Okay. Hopefully this is working. Hello, everyone. Yes, in case you all weren't aware, I have signed up for an Octopath Traveler trivia contest. Right now, I am currently in a Discord chat with the other folks. I'm going to try to get the video from there up on the screen, and I've put myself on push to talk. So sometimes you're going to hear them, and sometimes you're not going to. Let's see if I can put them on your screen. Right now, they can't hear me, I think. Hold on.
I should financially.
Okay, there we go.
But
I just got this going in the background. Can
doesn't
people
change the
hear
fact that I want to,
everybody?
you know?
If it
Hopefully.
makes you feel any better, I bought like the big one.
All right, and then let
I
me
got the big
try
one the day
to
announced
put
because
my.
they
We can
didn't
hear them.
watch
Okay,
the
perfect.
direct
And then
on
let me
time.
go ahead and try to put the wonderful little slide thing that they've set up
Dude,
on my screen, which I think will be a little bit more difficult. I
it's
don't actually know how to do
insane,
this.
but
Might not be
awesome.
able to.
I'm glad they're doing like a lot of exciting things for it.
Is there a good way to like
One
stream
thing I
from
do wish they
Discord to
could have
here?
capitalized on is
I
actually
don't think
making
so.
rings for all of the deities.
Oh, that would be cool. But then you have to make 5
Yeah, I
more.
don't think there is.
You have to
I
make
may
5
have to just
more.
do this with this specific stream. Oh well.
Yeah. I
Oh,
can see
well.
why
I
they
still think
didn't,
it would
but that
look
would've been
pretty cool. Yeah, like because as soon
Alright.
as I saw like the detailed drawings, I was like, oh man, I gotta
Let me
get
go
those.
ahead and
Like those need to
join
be real things
this.
immediately. I will find myself extra fingers if I have to.
Right. All right, I'm ready. Sorry, folks. I'm sorry I made you wait.
Good.
Hey, you're all good. Let's see. Silver, Soup, Rainy, you all ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Let's jump in then. So we'll start with some quick introductions. Soup, you are up first.
Hello,
Just
everybody.
explain. Yeah. Sorry. Just say who you are and what your relationship with Octopath Traveler is.
Fantastic. All right. As you can see, I am Soup. I actually have a YouTube channel LPing both Octopath 1 and 2, youtube.com/@TheNativeScairo, in case you guys need to know. I have been absolutely obsessed with Octopath Traveler way back when the demo of the project was announced in 2017. Bought the first game on release, fell in love with it ever
Yeah, I
since.
can turn the others
and
up.
well, the
Are they
rest
good
is
now?
history. Still love the franchise to this day.
Okay. I think we're good.
Awesome. Thanks, and I'll probably be able to link that in the description
Sounds
of
good
the
now.
video.
Okay, awesome.
So that'll be fun. Next up, Silver. I hope this picture is all right. I couldn't find your actual Octopath Traveler
I wish I could stream this
picture
thing
that you
onto
have for
this. I don't know
Discord.
if
So
fine.
sorry.
might
You're
be
all
able
good.
to figure it out.
Neither look like me, anyways. It's fine. But yeah, I'm that guy. I've learned. I played the project demo with just Ulrich and Primrose, because like a friend had introduced me to it. I fell
Yo,
in
hi,
love with
Sai.
it
Thank you
ever
for the raid.
since. And yeah, I've been like I'm a lurker. I've mainly just seen people talk about it, participated a little, and yeah, I've loved this series ever since.
Awesome. Well, we're glad to have you here. Sounds like both of you have a bit more experience than I do, at least time wise, because I never played that first demo. I just started with the first game. All right, Lynn, you're up.
Ooh, it's my turn. Okay, my turn. Hello, I'm Lynn. I got into Octopath Traveler, I think when I saw like a Tressa art from like ages ago. And then ever since then, I've been obsessed with it. I played the first game, 100%ed it. Played the second game on stream, 100%ed it. I'm actually more of a Zelda scholar and a triangle strategy scholar. People who know me know I am a massive super fan of Tri-Strat, but I love Octopath Traveler all the same. Absolutely love the lore. But it's been like half a decade since I played the first game, and it's been like quite a while since I played the second game too. So let's see how much I remember. I'm gonna do my best. Oh, wait, one more thing. I think a while ago there was a COTC art contest, and I happened to win one of the top spots in that, like the global COTC art contest. It was so cool. Just highly recommend playing COTC if you've got the chance, if you haven't already, if you like Octopath. And hey, Octopath Zero is coming out, so if you haven't played COTC, maybe that's your chance to get in on the story of such a wonderful game.
Thank you. And I know personally, I've maybe put an hour into Champions of the Continent, and I'm so excited for Octopath Traveler Zero because it'll just be So much fun to
Lol,
experience.
don't bet
it
on me
a
winning.
console.
It's been so long.
Thanks. And last up is Rainy.
Not gonna happen.
Hi, I'm Rainy.
All right, you know what?
I've
I'll
been
make the
obsessed
prediction.
with Octopath 1 since I think it was announced.
Do
that
not bet
very
on me
first
winning.
direct.
This is genuinely no way.
Fell in love with Hana immediately and bought the game as soon as I got a Switch. And I have been obsessed ever
Yes?
since, really.
No.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for being here.
2 minutes, place your
Let's jump
predictions.
right on in
Now
to
you'd win,
question
definitely
number
don't.
one.
Okay, question number 1.
We're
Let's go.
starting off with the gameplay questions. Each one will focus on an aspect of the gameplay. And every question will be worth about 1 point, assuming I don't specify otherwise. There are a few, I think, that are worth more for like multiple answers, but for the most part, it'll just be 1 per person. So let's start with question 1. In Octopath Traveler
Ooh,
2,
I know
7
this
of the
one.
8 party members
Yes.
can beat their final boss and get their finish screen solo. However, there is one traveler who cannot do this, no matter what. Who is this?
Yeah, the one traveler from
Time
game 2.
starts now.
All right, I'm not on the screen. Okay, they can't hear me. Good. The one traveler from game 2 that can't beat their final boss solo is Temenos. Stormhill is locked. You need somebody who can knock someone out to get into Stormhill. I know this. The first question I know. Let's go. Winning streak. That's all.
And
I'm
just
believing.
A reminder, you can just direct message me the answer to the question when you are ready.
Oh shit, we have to message them? Oh shit, okay, how do I do that? Okay, alright, it's fine. I'm just gonna find a way to direct message. Wait, what? No, I'm so unfamiliar with Discord. This is my downfall. Oh wait, I found it. Okay.
Got 20 seconds left.
Okay, I got it. No, genuinely don't bet on me. I got lucky. Oh man, it's been ages since I played Octopath 1 and 2, honestly.
And that is everyone submitted and time. So,
Mob preying
the
on your
correct
downfall just
answer
for the points.
is B, Temenos. Because
Yeah.
he cannot make it to his Chapter 4 town by himself.
Yes.
He needs someone to knock out the Stormhell guards. And I believe everybody except Silver put B as their answer.
Let's
So,
go.
1 point to everyone.
1 point to me.
Sorry about that, Silver. You want to walk us through your thought process? Because I'm curious what you were thinking.
I completely forgot about Stormhill.
That's okay.
I was thinking
Being a
I was
Stormhill
thinking about,
denier is
channels
allowed.
of commerce, and thinking that like you needed to like.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
but you
thought,
don't
like,
need
maybe
anybody
you would
else for
need
Scent
to,
of
like,
Commerce.
pick him up after, or get another character to like do something for Center of Commerce. Like
That's
maybe,
a good,
like,
that's
buy
a
the
valid
boat
thought
or
process.
Masood, but yeah, I completely forgot about Stormhill. I'm cooked.
Honestly,
That's all
valid to
good.
forget about
This was
Stormhill.
one that- Yeah, I'm honestly impressed that the other 3, you all got it right. Great job. I think it's one of those things that I didn't even think about until I was speedrunning the game.
Temenos
So,
needs the power of
I was doing
friendship.
all the solo
It's
speedruns
very,
and
I mean,
realized,
spoilers for
wait, why
Octopath
do I
2. I
need
think this
to
whole thing is going to be a little bit
recruit Cassie for a
spoilers.
solo speedrun?
But yeah, no.
So I wanted to make this one into a trivia one, but
Spoilers
I
for
think it's a lot of
Octopath 2,
fun.
but Temenos does not learn
Next
the power
up,
of friendship at
question
Stormhill.
2. In Octopath
Okay, here.
Traveler 2, there are multiple ways to deal damage that aren't really associated with any type of weapon or element.
Oh,
However, in
okay.
Octopath Traveler 1, I only know of 3 ways to deal this damage that isn't associated with one. You need to name 2 of them to get the point.
Ooh. Deal damage that aren't
So,
associated with a
time
weapon or
starts
element?
Now.
Yeah, I have no idea. This is what I mean by, like, it's been 5 years since I played
And
the
if you have
game.
any
If it's a lore
questions
thing,
for clarifying, let me know.
if it's a lore thing, I might remember. If it's a gameplay thing, I'm not gonna know. Ways to deal damage that aren't associated with any type of weapon or element. Only 3 ways in Octopath 1. How does one... I think Runeblade damage is still associated with a weapon and element, yeah. Befelgen's Bounty, maybe? That's only 1,
I will
though.
also mention if you come up with one that I didn't have, but I realize works in hindsight, I will give you the points, but I think I covered everything.
Befelgen's Bounty, is there anything else? Probably not. Befelgen... Bounty... that's like the ultimate merchant skill. Maybe like
Got
hired
10
help?
seconds left.
Okay, I'll try both of those. Hired help and Befelgen's Bounty, maybe. I think hired help is element or weapon associated. I think I'm wrong. I don't know what this is.
That is time. Believe everybody's sent in a response, so
All right, let's
let's
hear what it
start
is.
off, Rainy. Walk us through your answers.
I'm not proud of them because I genuinely didn't know.
Same lol.
Is concoct one of the ways?
No,
'Cause that was
concoct
what
is
I wrote
element.
down.
There's no
I
way.
do not think it is.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
And this is one everyone gave very different answers, so I'm excited to go through this.
Okay.
Lynn, you were up next. What
hold
were
on,
your
that's me.
answers?
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking of the merchant class. I feel like Befelgen's bounty might not be tied to any specific element. I'm probably wrong about hired help though. I just couldn't think of another one. I feel like hired help definitely each option has like some sort of weapon, but I don't know. That was the best thing I could think of.
Very good. Silver, you were up next. What did you put?
Yeah, I'm probably not right.
I also put Befelgen's bounty.
Oh,
I do
shit.
remember that being elemental, but not tied to a specific
Yeah,
element.
yeah, that's what I thought too.
And then I want to say there's like one Bewildering Grace proc that is
Oh,
non-elemental as
There
well.
it is. There totally is.
And because I was thinking like in OT2, there's one where you have like your items.
Damn,
they
that's a good
scatter and
one.
it actually like, does damage to you.
Yeah,
So I was
there's
thinking there might be
definitely
something
there's
similar
a
in
Bewildering
OT1,
Grace
so
proc
was
that
my
just
logic.
does like 999 damage. Oh, that's
And then
good.
Soup.
I can't believe
What
I
are
didn't get two of them. I'm gonna
Alright,
lose
for
that
my
because I missed the
answers,
second
I
one.
have submitted Befelgen's bounty from the merchant job, as
Okay,
most
alright.
everyone seemed to have done. I also submitted Steora's Prophecy, the divine skill of the Starseer, which
That's
deals damage
elementally tied, right?
proportional to the BP of all party members cumulative.
Oh, that's right.
Very
Damn it.
good. And I'm impressed. There were actually a few I don't think I thought of. So my answer
Oh, poison.
You can get poison damage from poison from the apothecary. You can get enemies to hit themselves.
Yeah, poison's
in
so easy.
confusion.
I should have thought of
And
that.
I knew you could get the Bewildering Graces summoning the monster that does Exploding Fist, which isn't tied to an element. However, I did not think of the divine skills of
Yeah.
Bilfig's bounty or the
Befelgen,
Starseer one. So I'm going to double check. Does anyone else know if the Starseer one works? Because I'm not sure on that. But I think
I think
the bounty
Starseer's
is
right.
definitely correct.
I think Starseer's right. I didn't think of it.
I don't remember Steora's. I've never used the divine. On
Yeah, also never
Steora.
used it. But I feel like that's
I
right.
used it once, and I know I know this because I remember being very disappointed at its performance.
Yeah. No, I think that's correct. I think that's definitely the right answer, or one of them at least.
You can check GeoSage, but I am not want to go on the wiki of Octopath Traveler to check this for obvious reasons. I'd rather you do that.
Yeah. I'm pulling up the wiki right now. It says it's an elemental attack without like a specific element tied to it. So that does indeed count.
It is a non-keyed elemental.
So I believe Rainy,
that's good.
I'm sorry, but the Concoct is not it.
Yeah, concoct
Lynn,
is
you got half credit with the bounty, but hired help, I believe, is tied to weapons of every type.
Yeah, that's totally
Silver?
fair. Do I get to keep the half point?
We'll say yes, just so if it does come down to a tie.
All right, I'll take it.
Then both Silver and Soup, I believe you both got the full point. Great job.
Congrats to them.
Nice.
I can't believe I didn't think of poison. That's so
Now
easy.
we'll move on to question
I got
3.
freaking Befelgen's bounty, but not
Octopath
poison.
Traveler 1 has 12 different damage types that can break bosses, 6 weapons, and 6 elements. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Yeah. If you were doing a solo run of Octopath Traveler, what is the maximum amount of those different damage types that your single traveler could cover? All
Oh.
subclasses, personal skills, everything in the game is allowed. We
Okay.
will start the time now.
So War Master gives you everything, every physical. Assuming you start with Cyrus,
And I will
that's
say
3
I
elementals.
don't need the specifics. I just need a number, 1
Yeah.
through 12.
I'm thinking,
But
okay, so if you
want
have
to
like all,
explain, you are more than welcome to.
if you have all the physicals with War Master, and if you have all the elementals, you have 3 elementals with Cyrus by default. So I'm thinking 9. Is there any way to get above 9? I don't think any traveler starts with more. What else is there? Subclasses, personal skills. I think it's still 9. Yeah. Are there personal skills that
20
give you...
seconds left.
Oh, okay, I better just submit 9. Also, I don't think I wrote it on the screen. You know what? It's fine. Hold on. I'm gonna have to figure out which of these to go through. And here. Yeah, there.
And that is time. We'll give everyone just one more second to
With
send
many
in your
question
answers.
marks. I think there's gotta be some other way to like add in.
All right. This is interesting. Both Rainy and Lynn sent in the number 9.
It's not
so
9
I'm
then.
curious, what do you two think 9 is? We'll start with Lynn.
All right, so I was thinking if you had like, let's say Cyrus and War Master, then you'd get every physical and then you'd also get 3 elementals. But I feel like I'm missing something.
Okay. Rainy, what about you? Was that your same thought process?
Almost. I had just thought about the War Master part of it.
Yeah. Let's see. I think it was Soup says 10.
Okay.
Sorcerer Tressa, you say? How does that work? Walk me through this.
Yeah.
Cover all 6 of the main elements using, well, the sorcerer's
Yeah,
job.
but that's 6 main
and then
elements.
you also have access
and then
to
staff.
hired help.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's cheating. That's
Very
so cheating.
good. However, Silver was the first to respond.
What?
And Silver says you can actually get all 12. Silver, would you like to explain that?
So I
Wait,
was
you can't
thinking
just
with
use
Haunted,
hired help?
You can capture
It's a
beasts,
single
and each
traveler.
beast can be a different weapon. So if you have
Yeah,
Sorcerer
hold on.
Haunted, you get 6 elements. You get 2 weapons by default, and then you can.
Wait,
a third
Haunted's beasts
one,
and
because you also
Tressa's
get
people.
Staff from Sorcerer, and then you can get 3 more by just picking up like Lind, who already has sword and spear, and then you can get like a thing with dagger.
Yeah, you got it perfect.
Okay,
buddy.
wait, hold on.
With
I was
Haunted,
thinking
it
that
is
Lind
possible
and
to
the
get all
travelers, like
12
hired help
covered
people,
with
don't count.
Sorcerer Haunted is
But
the
I guess-
easiest way. There might be other ways I could think of, but
Yeah, I think that's
I'm not
fair.
sure.
I should have
Still,
thought
great
of that.
job, everyone.
I'm
That
not gonna bring that
brings-
up. I think that's totally
I
fair.
believe Silver, you are up now in the lead.
Yeah, I
So
guess
great
like
job.
if you count the hired
Yes.
help people, like that's not a solo traveler. So the description of the question said like
Actually,
solo
wait,
traveler, but I
you
think it
might
is
be
counted in
tied
solo
with
traveler
Soup.
runs, so that's fair.
So
I think that's
you
fair.
two are tied. Lynn is at 1.5 and Rainy is at 1.
Woo.
So far, it's a close game. So
I've got my 1.5.
moving on to question number 4.
Okay.
Which traveler in Octopath Traveler 2 has
Okay.
chapters including crossed paths in all 3 towns of one region?
Ah, okay. Ooh.
Time starts now.
So Temenos, Agnea, Throne, or Casti? Casti, no, I don't think so. Throne, maybe? New Delsta, Lost Seed. Do they go to Montwise at some point? Temenos? What does Temenos go to? Agnea, Mary Hills? Not really. I think it's gotta be like either Temenos or Throne, but 3 towns of one region means ending town. So I think it's Throne by default. I think it's Throne and she must end up back with like... But I can't remember what she does in Clockbank. Does she do something in Clockbank? This is probably wrong.
You have 20 seconds left.
Also trying to remember Temenos' chapters. Man, I wish they asked us about Game 1. I know it's so much better. Temenos, Flame Church, but he doesn't go to... Does Stormhill count as the same region as Flame Church? Ooh, Temenos might be it.
3, 2.
All right, I'll go ahead and type
1,
Throne.
And that is time.
And I think I'm wrong though.
All
I don't
right.
think that's right.
Interesting. This was divided evenly
Ah, okay.
amongst the people. So
Probably like Throne and Temenos.
let's start with Lynn and Rainy. Once again, you had the same answer of Throne.
Yeah, we're probably wrong.
Would you guys like to explain that?
I'm gonna be so for real. I was guessing.
Yeah, definitely guessing. I was thinking maybe like New Delsta and Lost Seed are same area, but I forgot if they are. And then I'm pretty sure she doesn't go to the middle town there, so I think I'm probably wrong.
I'm afraid you are wrong.
Yep.
In fact, the correct answer
Well
that
aware.
both Soup and Silver got is actually Agnea.
It's
because
Agnea?
She has her crossed paths in
Okay.
both of the desert towns and also has it
Oh,
inside.
yeah.
And so
I
it's
forgot
one
that
of
the two
most
cross paths are
unique
both.
things.
Yeah,
I
okay,
don't think
that's
there's
true.
ever been another traveler who has them all in one town. Credit to
That's true.
Ivor Axie for suggesting this question on Reddit. Thank you
It's
for
a
doing
good
that.
question. Yeah,
And
it's gotta be
now
Ignea.
We will move on to the next question.
This is what I get for not liking
Question
crosspaths.
5. In the Octopath Traveler series, most regions have a single
I know
final
this one.
chapter that takes place.
I know this one.
However, as both Ochet and Temenos have their final chapters in Totohaha,
I actually don't remember what the
means
land
there
is called,
one
though. Oh,
region
shit.
Without a final chapter.
Ah.
What is that region?
I forgot what it's
Time
called.
starts now.
It's like the Frostland, but it's not called the Frostlands, I think. Frick. Okay, Frostlands, like Winterlands, the one with Stormhail in it. Because I think Stormhail is the final region, but it doesn't have a final chapter. Final region, but it doesn't have a final chapter. Yeah, this is like me pulling on knowledge from like 2 years ago, my last brain cell in trivia games. Yeah. Heck yeah. I love learning new info though. This is so cool. I'm trying to remember, like, did it have a name? Knowing what it is but not knowing the name. No, I genuinely don't think I ever paid attention to the names of the regions like in the second game at all. I know vaguely that the region, I think Frostlands is first game. Okay, I'll go ahead and like I'll go ahead and put it in.
Looks like
Yeah.
everybody has sent in their answers.
Cold place.
So, let's see. Soup, I don't think I've heard for you in a minute. What was your answer and why?
Cold place Celestia.
Stormhail. So the Winterlands. There are no final chapters that take place in the deepest area of the Winterlands.
Yes.
That is Stormhail. Temenos' chapter 3 takes place there, where
Yes.
he, I believe,
I know the
unfortunately
answer.
has to
This I
deal
know.
with Crick's passing, and Hikari needs to recruit Raimei to his cause. But neither of those
And
are final
Ochet.
chapters.
He forgot one. Ochet is also there.
Yeah,
Ochet's
actually,
Glacius Clap
Ochet's
chapter.
also got a chapter
Yep,
3
see?
that takes place there.
I know my shit
Meaning
sometimes.
Stormhail has a lot of those chapter or those second
Like
to last
sort of,
chapters.
yeah, second to last chapters
The
are there.
Winterlands does not have any. And it's also one of the only towns that has 4
Yes,
instead of
true,
3.
because Frigid
if
Isle.
you count Oswald's
Yep.
starting chapter as Winterlands.
Yeah, Oswald's
So,
starting chapter takes
that's
place in Frigid
something
Isle. Both
interesting
Frigid
that
Isle
I
and
really
Cape
didn't know
Cold are in
before
this
this,
region.
but
But I forgot the name
Good
of the
job.
region.
Everybody here got the point.
Let's
so
go!
great
Points
work on
get.
that one. Moving on.
Apparently
to
it is called
question
Winterlands,
6.
I have learned.
Octopath Traveler
Okay.
1 uses set prices for restoring reputation depending on the town you're in. Of
Oh.
all the towns, Grandport is the least forgiving. How
Yeah.
much does it cost to restore your reputation in Grandport?
Oh no!
And we will start the timer now.
Okay, I think it's obviously either 50,000 or 100,000. I feel like it's 100,000 leaves. D100K. But here's the thing, okay? I was a good, respectable traveler. I used Tressa in my main party. I never lost reputation in Grandport. Every time I went there, I paid for my dues like a normal person. I didn't steal. You only have to restore your reputation if you steal from the place, and I never did. So I feel like it was 100K, but I could totally be wrong because it's been ages. Gonna go ahead and lock it in and we'll see what it is. Yeah, there's a place called Frigid Isle. There's a place called Cape Cold. They're amazing. There's at the beginning of Octopath 2, this is the character that I
20
started with.
seconds remain.
Yeah, I played correctly.
And I
The character that
believe
I
we
started
have
with
an
is a guy
answer
who's in
from
prison.
everybody.
And he escapes from prison. It's so cool. Like in the Frigid Isle
Alright.
and makes his way to Cape Cold where he like passes out in the
Let's
snow.
see.
Good stuff.
We got different answers from a lot of people too, so that'll be
Oh.
fun.
No, no. Oh no.
Silver, would you like to walk me through your thought process?
So I answered 100,000.
Okay,
I
okay.
didn't
Silver's
fully
been good so
remember.
far. I feel
knew
like that's
it
safe.
would Be one of the last two, but I
Yeah,
figured
obviously
that
everybody knows it's one of the
100,000
last
was,
two.
like,
Wait, unless it's
probably the
no,
closest,
there's
though,
no way.
Upon rethinking, I'm worried it might be 50K.
No. I think we're right. I believe in you, Silver.
And Lynn, I think you also put 100,000, right?
Yes, I put 100,000. Also, I want to point out that as a Tressa fan, I paid for my shit in Grandport. I never actually restored reputation, so I'm not sure. I could definitely be wrong.
All right. And then Rainy, I believe you put C, 50,000.
Okay,
So what
maybe
made
it
you
is
think
C.
of
Oh
that?
no.
I've never lost reputation in Grandport before, so it was
Good people,
a
let's go.
As someone who's a very big Therion enjoyer, I am ashamed to say I have lost reputation in Grandport.
Oh
But
no.
I did not remember. The correct answer actually is a D.
Yes,
It's
let's go.
100,000,
Let's
which
go.
is like way more than all the other towns.
I got it.
Even if you combined all of them,
Even
it's
though I
probably
didn't
still
steal,
cheaper
as a good
just for
merchant, I
Grand
took
Port. It's
notice of the
crazy.
price that you would have had to pay if you
So,
did.
Lynn and Silver, I believe you got the points. Great
Let's
job.
go.
And Soup and Rainy, I'm afraid you did not, but don't worry, we're getting to the next section soon.
All right.
Just a few more gameplay questions, though. And we'll start with this, question 7.
Ooh, I know half of
In
this one.
Octopath Traveler 2,
Okay.
there are 8 main characters who you can control during most of the game.
Yeah.
However, there are 2 segments in the game where
Wait,
you
there's
can
3
possibly
segments, right?
control a character besides the main 8 travelers. 1 point for each of them you can name. Time
Wait,
starts now.
I thought there's 3. There's Paula in the ending. There's Emerald in Oswald 1. Oswald, I am not typing correctly. Oswald 1. And then there's Crick in Temenos 1. Isn't that... Are there more people? Are there less people? Am I not counting one of these? I'm going to put all of them in. And then we're going to hope that this counts. Paula in the ending, Emerald in Oswald 1, Crick in Temenos 1. I don't think there's anyone else I could think of, but I'm also... He said 2. So... I'm not sure. I assume I am maybe missing one. Also, I realize that maybe this is off screen a little bit. Get yourself 3 points out of 2. No, I think he must be counting something differently than I am counting.
There are 13 seconds left, and I would like to clarify, because I've seen a few of the other people, we are only going to be counting overworld encounters that you can do.
That makes
So
sense.
I'm going to add a few more seconds for everybody to...
Yeah. That removes Paula.
But it's only the people you can control in the overworld outside of combat.
Yeah, then that's
so
these 2.
We'll give another 20 seconds or so to see if anyone wants to make changes.
Be confident? No.
Seem to say the characters you can only control in combat.
Yeah, y'all have to realize that I played this game like obsessively for 1 month. I 100%ed it. I didn't use any of the like guides even in the game. Like I didn't use the quest guide. I did everything from memory. But that was like 2 years ago and I've forgotten. So, and also if it's gameplay related, I played Octopath 1 5 years ago. I don't remember the gameplay. So like, yeah, don't trust me here. I'm gonna do my best. But we'll see what we get. I'm pretty sure these are the only 2. You can control Emerald, a fellow prisoner in Oswald's first chapter. You can control Crick. He's Temenos' like sort of bodyguard, kind of, in his first chapter. But other than that, I can't think of anybody else. So that's 2. I think we've got all the 2.
All right, we're gonna give 10 more seconds.
Should I type in not Paula then? Just to like make sure. I've typed in that I don't consider Paula one of the answers, so I get credit for my 2 answers.
And I think I might have confused Lynn.
No?
Seems like a few of the people were stumped. But
all right, I am confused.
I'm going to go over the 2 characters you control in the overworld outside of combat. You can control Paula, Agnia's sister, and this is achieved in the epilogue if you choose Agnia as your starting traveler.
Right.
And you can also control Elfric the Flamebringer for a little bit in Temenos' starting chapter before combat begins.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant like playable, like you can fight with them.
Yeah, I figured that. I'm still going to give you credit for Paula, of course, because you did say that one. So I believe...
That's fair.
Lynn, you had Paula.
Fair enough.
Silver,
You can't combat properly as Elfric, but you do get to, like, you can't run around in the overworld as Elfric.
I'm afraid.
But you do get to control him in a cutscene.
Yeah.
So yes, that does count
any
technically.
Non-combat ones, so I'll save you the hassle.
All right, Rainy, I'm sorry you did not get any of them. And Soup, let me read through your answers real quick. And Soup, you mentioned some people in Casty's village, but I'm afraid not.
No, you don't get to control anyone in Casty.
1 point goes to Lynn. Everybody else, I'm afraid, didn't get that one.
I knew the second one too.
Sorry about that.
I knew the second one too, but I genuinely got confused. I'm so mad.
But let's move on to question 8.
Like, you don't control Elfric in the overworld. You control him in a cutscene in a story in Temenos 1. It's the same chapter that you control Crick in. I could have gotten 2 points.
What is the highest amount of EXP you can gain from one single combat? Closest person to the score gets the point.
Okay. I know some of this.
It doesn't have to be exact, but I am curious. And if multiple people tie, they both get the point.
So I know what it is. It's the veterans combat.
I will start now.
Veterans for hired help is the actual combat. Now the question is, what is the actual number of XP you get from it. So I feel like it was 60k. I'm throwing out numbers here. I think it was 60k. And then there's a multiplier that you can get, which is 100 times the amount of XP. And that one you can get from multiple sources, either Bewildering Grace, you can get it from like the guy from Alron's thing. So like 60k, is it 60k? That's kind of a lot, times 100 EXP bonus.
We got 30 seconds left, so still some time.
Do I have to do the math on that shit? Is it 60k? I feel like I'm wrong about the 60k. I know what it is from veterans. Fight. To unlock. I'm just gonna write the whole description out and hope that I get stuck.
Left.
With bonus from Allround. I'm pretty sure that's the largest number you can get, but...
All right.
Oh, you know what? I didn't
Rainy,
consider
if you
boss
submit
fights.
Your answer, and then we will reveal.
Yeah, okay, I'm not right, because it's boss
All
fights.
right. So
I totally forgot boss fights.
351,177 experience points.
Okay, that's actually less than I
This
said.
could only happen by getting a Snowdrake and 3K'd encounter in Dragon's Maw, then rolling the EXP times 100 from Bewildering's Grace. And you can have the Captain's Badge and extra experience skills, of course. They don't add a lot, but it's something. And so, to go
Was
through,
this question
Rainy
Octopath
said
the one? I think it was.
25K. Lynn said 60,000, or wait, would that be 6,000? Yeah, let me do the
Yeah,
math.
60k,
That's
don't worry.
6,000.
I'm totally
Okay,
off, you can ignore it.
Soup, yours was around
Extremely large.
20. Yeah, you said 20 million, if I count that right.
It's okay,
Yes,
mine's worse. Mine's worse.
Silver said 100 million. So
Woo!
I may have overestimated.
yeah, that was a large range. I think let's see, Lynn, yours was 6k, right? Or wait, no.
I wrote 60k.
60,000 times 100.
But times, yeah,
Okay.
because with the, I think I was thinking of the exact wrong thing, so don't worry about it.
I might have been thinking of the leaves now that I think about it.
Okay, I think Rainy actually gets this one because she said, or is it she? Rainy, sorry.
She or they, that's fine.
Okay. Rainy said 25k, and I think everyone else really overestimated it, if I'm doing the math right. So I think Rainy gets
definitely.
this point. Great job.
We all got prices righted.
Oh, no. Man, I
Those
wish there was a
canes
way
are
to get a million
stingy.
XP.
Now, everybody pay attention to this number because it is important. This next question, question 9.
Okay.
As a follow-up to the last question,
Oh, good.
if a level 1 character wherein your party is you received all of that experience, what level would they jump up to?
Oh, come
Again,
on.
Closest to the answer wins the point.
Okay, I feel like I'm gonna go for a solid 43, you
And
know?
time will start now.
Answer to life. I have no clue. Actually, wait, hold on. Yeah, you know, like I feel like, you know, like a solid 43-ish. I'm kind of basing this answer off of COTC. When you start leveling a character up, you get to like about 43 when you go for all the XP gains at once, but COTC is a different game. Like, it's just a very different game. The Hitchhiker's Guide number is 42. That's true. We should 42 this. Just for fun. I think it's worth. All right. 42, random guess. Yeah, I haven't played I haven't played this game in 5 years. There's no way. And even when I did, I didn't level one up a character, so I'm definitely not
20
getting
seconds
this.
left.
This is basically just me spinning the roulette wheel. I believe. Believe in the 42. Come on. We've got this.
All right. Everybody has submitted their answer.
I'm gonna write not factorial.
So, let's start with, we'll go to the two closest, Rainy and Silver. You both said around 30s.
Okay, that's valid.
Lynn, you said 42. Soup, you said, let's see, 96? Wow.
No.
Well, I'm curious. Let's say Lynn and Soup, since you two were the closest to it.
Oh, I was?
What was your thought processes? We'll start with Soup.
Well, I know for a fact that level scaling, especially as you get to the later levels, goes insanely fast. If I
Yes.
recall correctly, it's something like the level jump from 80 to 99 is as much as 1 to 80. Something
Yeah, that
like
sounds about right.
It's either that or the jump from 90 to 99 is the same as 1 to 80. Something like that. I just vaguely remember it, hence why I chose my 96.
Nice. And then Lynn, why did you say 42?
Well, the specific number 42 is just Hitchhiker's Guide, but yeah, I was thinking kind of more of like how much. So I've never leveled a character up from level 1 in the actual game, but in COTC, when you like start applying levels, you kind of jump up to like 40 or 50ish by the time you get things going. So that's kind of what I was basing it vaguely off of. But yeah, I don't actually know what the answer is. I wonder what it actually is.
Let's reveal. The correct answer is 73.
Okay.
And so it's kind of right in the middle of you. Lynn, I believe you were 31 levels off.
Yeah.
Soup, you were, if my math is correct, 23 levels off. So, Soup, you get the point.
Woo.
Fantastic.
Fair enough.
And it's a very close game. Silver or Soup, you two were both at 5. Lynn, you were at 4.5.
Woo.
And Rainy, you're not far behind. You're at 3.
Hanging
And
in
so
there.
This could still go to anyone's game.
With my half a point.
Considering that we're jumping into lore.
Oh,
Oh, wait,
no.
no, one more before lore. My bad.
Okay. Wait, please
One
bring
more
back the lore.
question
I'm slightly
the
stronger in
gameplay.
lore. Okay.
In Octopath Traveler 2, tons of new consumable items were added into the game, some of which are valuable, others are a lot less valuable. What consumable item, not a treasure, has the highest sell value?
Oh no.
I
In
will
game
start
2.
now.
In game 2, I barely used the merchant. I didn't use
And
Partitio
just so
at
you
all.
know, a treasure is basically an item that's only purpose is to be sold.
No.
Consumable is one
I never
you
sold
can use
things.
in battle.
Okay, So I know Agnea's Purse is a 10,000 leaf item. It's not a consumable. Does Agnea's Purse count? You don't consume Agnea's Purse. It's a treasure. What is a consumable that would be worth a lot? Maybe like the revitalizing jams or something? Revitalizing, like best gem. I forgot what the best gem is, but those probably cost a lot. How much would it be? 8,000 or 10,000? I'm gonna go 8,000 on this one because I feel like you just.
20 seconds left.
Oh shit! I better submit my answer. See, 8K. Question mark? Question mark? No, I was a good merchant in the first game. In the second game, Throne A was in my main party, so I stole everything in the second game. Maybe like the best jam.
And that is time. Soup, would you send your answer, please?
I just did as you said time.
Ooh, nice.
Perfect. All right. So, everyone, what did you answer? I'm curious.
Wait,
If
what
you
did
want
we
to
all answer
explain
at the
to
same
each other.
time?
just shout it out.
Yeah, let's just shout it out.
All right. C. Random
C.
guess.
D.
Okay,
Oh,
it's a good
D.
one. It's a good.
Oh.
All right. Well, the answer is D. In
Ah.
Octopath 2, the Almighty Olive sells for 6,000, slightly
Okay.
higher than the Jewel Cake and Octopath Bowl.
Mm.
There are a lot of treasures that sell for a lot more, so I
Yes.
figured that might inflate the answer. But
Yeah, it
I'm
did.
curious to see that everybody kind of overshot that one.
Yeah, I was definitely
So that
thinking of the
brings-
treasures too. Yeah, I think Agnea's Purse is like 10K or something, so I was like, there's got to be something consumable that's like around that much. This is interesting.
Yeah,
I was
it
just-
is interesting just how much it
I
is.
thought
Sorry, what were you saying?
I thought for sure it would have been like the rejuvenating jam or that.
Same.
I want to say it's a weird kind of dust you get from the Tyrannodrake Slayer in the middle of the ocean. You know,
Yeah.
the one that lowers physical elemental defense and evasion for 2 turns each.
I also thought about the jam,
yeah.
actually. Hey.
I was solely thinking about the olive. I was thinking about Almighty
Ah,
Olive. and I
okay.
thought,
Almighty Olive
it's
is a
one
good
person
one, yeah,
per
that's
party, 8K. Or like 8 characters, 8K. It makes most sense, but no.
Yeah. It's definitely, there's a lot of good options, but I am pleased to say, Rainey, you got the point, and that brings everyone within 1 point of each other going into the lore section. So, this is going to be fun. These questions, instead of the gameplay and the numbers of it, they're going to be focusing more on the lore of the game.
Okay, I have a slightly better
And
chance
once
in
again,
lore.
It'll be 1 point to every player
Slightly
who gets
better.
it correct, unless there's another question that's worth multiple. So let's jump
find
in
out.
to question 11. What is the
Oh,
name
I know
of
this.
Primrose's childhood friend,
Jan.
aka the son of Rivalo Forsyth?
Hecking Jan. Wait, how do I
Time
freaking...
starts now.
Jan. I know
And
this.
I will say this is one I did not know until making this quiz. Somebody gave this question to me, so thanks to them.
Yep. This is Jan. The other options, I actually don't know who Leo is. Lars is the English translation of Wrath, who is Earhart's other name, and Ravello is just Jan's dad, I guess. So Ravello Jr. it's a funny name. They gave us 4 choices here, but I didn't need them. I'm pretty sure Jan is correct. I could be wrong, though, but I don't think I am. To be fair, Primrose's real childhood friend is Simeon. Ho ho.
All right. Looks like everybody has entered this one in very quickly. Nice job. So, let's say, Soup, you seem to have a fun story on how you know this one. Would you like to share it?
Yes, it is Jan. It's Jan. I have no doubt in my mind that it's Jan, and I know it's Jan because I spent a good, I want to say 5 or so hours just fighting him over and over again so I could get 8 physical belts.
Nice.
That's brilliant.
Confirm it is indeed Jan. And question credit goes to Vincent. Thanks for sharing that. So, the only one who missed that, I believe, is Silver. And that means everybody... Soup, you are now in the lead with half a point. And everybody else is very close.
Did I get half a point?
No,
Or
Lynn
somebody
still
within
has
half
I
a
think
point
it's
of me?
my
Lynn
half
still has
point.
that half point.
Just screwing things up.
All right, question 12. Octopath Traveler 1 and
Roy.
2 have a lot of bosses.
I read the
that
question
were
and answered it
people
already.
Turned into monsters. However, only one of those bosses appears in a Chapter 1 story, Ochet's Chapter 1. What is the name of the person who got turned into said monster?
Ha, easy.
Time starts now.
I answered it before he said time starts now. So Roy is Temenos' old friend. Back in I guess church days. I think he was the Inquisitor before Temenos in game 2, and he's actually Ochet's Chapter 1 boss. You find out later that he got cursed by a whole bunch of evil people and turned into a monster. And in Ochet's first chapter, you kill Temenos' childhood friend / mentor. And then obviously you gotta tell him later, I guess. You don't actually get to tell him later though. The game doesn't do that. But it leaves you to imagine what would happen if Temenos knew what happened to Roy, presumably. Fans have done their work imagining that exact conversation, how it would go.
All right. Everybody has submitted their answers, and everybody submitted the same answer.
Yeah.
Soup, would you like to do the reveal?
Nobody expects the Roy Inquisition.
I have chosen A for Roy.
Yes, indeed. We know that it's Roy because the monster that Ochet kills continues to repeat the last words that Roy said to Temenos. And the Moonshade Order experimenting. It's
there's
all
actually
very
one
sad
other
and
reason too.
tragic.
It's
Next
because
up is question 13. Casty's group of heirs apothecaries includes 6 members, 2 of whom were in a romantic relationship. What are the names of the 2 in said couple? Time starts now.
Okay, I know all the members of Casty's heirs apothecaries. I don't remember which one's Amelia and Casty. I wish. I think Randy and Elma were in the relationship. Randy and Elma, I think. Jaya's the name of the horse. Malaya and Casty, as much as I wish for them to be in a romantic relationship, they're not. And then Malaya, I don't think had anything with Randy, so that's probably off. But it should be C. I wish. I hecking wish. Yeah, there's Randy and Andy, they're brothers. Elma is like the girl who takes care of the horse as well. And then there's Trousseau, There's Malaya, who is Cassidy's old friend, and then there's Cassidy herself.
Right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But
That
were they
is
in a
time,
romantic
and
relationship?
I have a clarifying question for Soup.
Oh.
You said A, Randy and Elma, but then you also mentioned Jaya by name. I am curious, which one are you locking in?
I'm
Jaya
locking
is the
in
horse.
A. I just named Jaya just because I could. Sometimes I do that, but I'm locking in A.
Okay.
Fair enough. Right. Rainy, you had the correct answer. Would you like to do the reveal?
The answer was A, Randy and Elma.
Yep, indeed it was. Everybody got that one right as well.
Yeah.
Though I do find it funny that Jaya is a horse
Yes.
and she does like sacrifice, Elma sacrifices her life for Jaya. So
Yes.
I thought that might trip some people up, but nope, everybody knew it. Great job.
Answer should be C.
Moving on to question
Malaya
14.
and Cassidy stocks rising.
In Octopath Traveler 1, Olberic faces off against a character named Joshua, who mentions fighting for one person in particular. Who is Joshua fighting for?
Ooh.
Time starts now.
Okay, I don't actually know this one. Joshua is the Frostblade. I don't remember
was that?
what his. Don't remember
Yeah,
what
Lid,
his.
your microphone's been acting up this entire time. Is everything all right over there?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know that. Hold on, let me set something else. I have an idea.
To clarify, we've been hearing you well this entire time, except for like some parts during the questions where you like flicker in and out.
I've heard mostly clear, but there was just that one little break recently.
Okay, am I better now?
You sound about right.
We'll have to
you're
wait
good.
and see.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it was something about the
Good point.
keybinds that I'm using. Sorry about that, folks.
You're all good.
You're good. And we've got about 15 seconds left.
No, I better lock in an answer. Sister maybe? I don't know this one. I think
And,
Pet
all right,
Bird could
that'll be
actually be correct.
time. Now, this is interesting. Soup and Rainy, you two had the same answer. Soup, would you like to share it?
They're probably right.
All right, so
I don't know this
went
one.
with C, Joshua Frostblade. He's very well known for being a hopeless romantic.
Yes,
in
he
both
is, but I think
COTC
it's not
and when
that-
you face him off in the Victor's Hollow tournament fight.
Yep.
He even has a bunch of attacks that directly mention love. One of them being, if I recall correctly, Prelude to Love.
Right, but I
So
feel
that's
like it's
how I,
not actually the lover, right? Like
arrived
he
at
is
my
like a
answer.
philanderer, but
Nice. And then Lynn and Silver, you both answered A, his sister. Silver, would you like to explain that?
COTC did this man dirty. It's instead of actual like it's a siblingly love that is explained in his traveler story.
yeah.
And it is so mean because Joshua is such a cool character, and then it's like, oh yeah, he fights for Angela, his sister, and it's like, what?
What?
And like I said, I haven't played COTC, but I did read the wiki, and I am going to accept both A and C. Because
Yeah.
from what I read on the wiki, at least, it sounds like they are both the same person. So do with that what you will.
Ooh,
fair
this
enough.
is either a
Point.
mistranslation or an Alabama situation.
yeah. I feel
And
like
I
there
never
was
pulled
something
for
about
Joshua
this.
either, so thank you for making the answer A or C.
I got him barely, like at the start of like BOA when it came out.
Nice. All right. Moving on to question 15. The Octopath Traveler calendar is different from our own. It still has 12 months, but every month has the same amount of days in Orstera. How many days are there in an Orsteran year?
Oh.
Time
This
starts
is
now.
okay. Every month has the same amount of days in Ostera. How many days are there
This is
in a
one of those
year?
questions I have no idea if people are going to know the answer to or
No,
not.
I have
so
no clue. How many months
Feel
does
free
or
to
how many
make an
days?
educated guess if you need.
It's got to be like, I mean, it's either B or C, right? 360 or 3672 maybe. It could be 372. I think it's actually B. I think like they were pretty close maybe to the right number. I'm gonna maybe guess like B for number of, Oswald would know this. That's what I gotta do. I gotta get in on Oswald. Just be the inner Oswald. I mean, presumably if there were
15
like
seconds
30
left.
days, that would kind of work. I mean, yeah, I'm guessing randomly. I feel like it's gotta be, not random, I guess, an educated guess. It's gotta be like 30
And
or...
that is time. Now, I'm curious, how many of you knew the answer to this one?
Nope.
I didn't. I did not know this. so
Definitely
I just
not.
guessed.
I also did not
No.
know. I only had one hunch.
Well,
Yeah, I
you
used an educated guess.
You all guessed B, and that is correct.
Let's go!
Nice job.
Hey.
I do not know, but shout out to Galdera. Somebody put that as their pseudonym on the Reddit. So yeah,
Galdera
they-
coming in with the
he
math
solved it.
Without
questions.
not getting the 13th month dedicated to him.
Oh, that's
Fair
good.
enough. I wish our calendar was that easy instead of needing to be so complex.
Yeah, SMH.
Anyway, moving on to question 16.
Okay.
Through the story of Octo 1, Ophelia's parents died in the war between Riven and what other kingdom?
Ah,
Time
okay.
starts now.
This is like vaguely COTC info. Riven is like a COTC country. Is this even mentioned in Octopath 1? This might be a question that's purely from COTC, which I have not played properly, so I don't know this for sure. Like, I haven't played every Traveler story. I think Wold kind of feels right to me. A is Wold. I think Hornburg is obviously not correct. It's in a different region entirely, I think. But you know what? They could be like, yeah, actually, it was Hornburg. Everything is Hornburg. Like, that could be it. I'm gonna put Wold in. Edoras, I don't think so. It's another country. Donescu, I vaguely remember where that is, and I feel like it's just in a different region entirely.
20 seconds remain.
Definitely unsure about this one, but I'm gonna go with Wold just for fun. This seems
And
just something
everybody
that, like,
has submitted their answers.
that I don't know, essentially. I'm picking the
Now,
one answer I don't
Silver,
know.
You were almost instantly ready with this one. What was your answer?
I answered D with Edoris.
Oh, okay, so it is Edoras.
Or Edoris. I don't know how you say it. Maybe we'll learn soon enough. But I just remember hearing that, and I never knew how that happened. I just knew, it's
Yeah,
that,
Edoras is a
like,
country in this
trivia
game,
I
yes.
learned, like a while back.
It's in COTC, though.
Nice. Well, I can confirm it is in fact D.
Yeah, that's a
I
COTC
did
question.
not know this either until reading the wiki looking for obscure trivia. And I will say, both Silver and Soup got this one correct. Rainy and Lynn,
Yeah,
I'm afraid you did not, but
that
keep up
is
the good
entirely
work.
a
It's still
COTC question.
Very close game. Oh, for a quick just rundown on how everyone's doing, Soup is at the lead with 11 points.
Woo,
Silver has 10.
woo.
Lynn has 9.5.
Let's go!
And Rainy has 9.
Carrying
so
that
it is
point
a
five.
very close game still. I'm excited to see how this last bit goes.
I have no idea what Clash of Clans players have to do with this, though.
Me when I forget the T. Oh no. Anyway, question 17.
Oh, I know
In
this one.
Octopath Traveler 2, there are two travelers who share a common ancestor, making them distant relatives. Which travelers are they?
Terne and
Time starts
Hikari.
now.
So Terne and Hikari are both descended from Darkest, I believe. Hikari. Yeah, Oswald's daughter also shares ancestry with Hikari, but Oswald's daughter is not a traveler. Oswald is Darkest. It's spelled D''ARQUEST or something like that. So let me put that in there. Yeah, it is. So Edoras is also, yeah. Or I think Edolas is a, or no, is it spelled Edoras? I forgot. It's a it's a Lord of the Rings name
20
as well.
seconds
Yeah.
remain.
I think they just stole it. They straight up stole that specific place. That point .5 is a Chekhov's gun on the same level as Dawn's Wish. I'm not winning this. I think at most it's gonna help me vaguely look like I'm not losing.
That is time. And I believe everybody said the same answer. Everyone
Yeah.
said Throne and Hikari, and both are related back to Dark West or Darkest. So, good job. You guys all got it right. Nice
Woo.
work. Moving on to question 18 real quick. The battle-tested weapons of Octopath Traveler tend to have the highest base stats of any in the game. How did these weapons gain their power in the lore?
Oh.
Time starts now.
Huh, okay. So I don't think this is ever mentioned in the game, but maybe it is. Maybe it's in like a description for a weapon somewhere. Killing lots of people powered them up is one answer choice. With magical enchantments is another choice. Made from a rare ore is one. And then blessed by the Thunderblade. Thunderblade is Brand, the god of warriors. So, I don't know. I guess it could just be that like killing a lot of people powered them up, to be honest. I feel like they are called the battle-tested weapons. It would make sense that killing a lot of people powered them up. Maybe... But if they were blessed by Brand, that would also make sense. But they're not really associated with the warrior class. Like, they do
20
show up in
seconds
all of
remain.
them. Okay, I guess I'll just go with A, killing lots of people. I think I'm wrong about this one, though. I don't know. If it was like a description somewhere in the game, I did not see it.
And everybody is submitted.
Killing people.
Now, both Rainy and Silver, you had the exact same answer of D with a question mark. I'm curious, what made you put that?
Yeah, I think this is also a COTC question.
So I know that I highly doubted it was A, unless Rock really decided to kill a lot of people since he has the battle-tested staff.
Well, Earhart has the
I doubt
battle-tested
it would be
sword,
B
and
too,
I assume they were
which made
like,
me
you know,
think it was
powered up
either
beforehand,
C
like
and
not with
D,
these
and I
people.
just picked my gut and went with D.
That's a
D
good
just
logic.
sounded the most likely to me.
Yeah, it does make sense, but they're not associated with the Thunderblade. They're not
I was
associated
kinda
with
going
Brand.
for that, because I will say I put that one in to trick people. Soup,
okay.
it seems you know why A is the correct answer. Would you like to explain?
You learned this from Masood's mercantile manuscript. I'm a huge lore junkie, so I ended up reading the whole thing. And yes, it does
Oh.
say that the blood of countless killed enemies
Yes.
hardened and forged the weapons over time.
Let's
They're
go.
battle tested after all. They can only acquire that title through one means: battle testing.
Exactly. There we go.
And this is something that when I found out, I was kind of shocked, but
Yeah, it
is
makes you feel
indeed
kind of
A.
guilty for using the weapons.
I was
Yeah.
right.
Moving on to question 19. Fun fact, in Octopath Traveler 2, there is a reasoning given on why there were only 6 weapon types. What is that lore reason?
Oh, there is?
Time
That doesn't
starts
make any
now.
sense. In COTC, in the same land, in the same time,
I'm
there are
also
more than
gonna
6
be
weapon
curious
types.
to see if that's brought up at all in Champions or in Octopath Traveler 0, because I think they added like fans in there, right?
Yeah, there's 2 other new weapon
Hands and
types.
Tomes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Celestian steel can only be forged in certain ways. No. They learned their weapon types from monsters. I don't think so. And then C is there isn't actually a lore reason, which, like, I mean, that could be it. And then D, the gods are jealous of other weapons. Well, the gods are dead in Celestia. So I guess it's maybe just, it's either B or C. Maybe B. Because, like, if they learned their weapon types from monsters, then you could, like, but then they don't have any, like, I feel like C, there isn't a lore reason. This is a trick question. I don't even, there isn't a lore reason. IDK. Lol. I say it could only really be
About 5
B or
seconds
C.
remain.
It could only really be B or C. I'm putting in C. There isn't a lore reason, I think. C, no reason.
All right, that is time. And everybody seemed to be a little confused on this one.
Yeah.
But I will say, both Silver and Soup, you both picked D.
Oh.
And Soup, you seem to know once again, it comes from the mercantile manuscript.
Wait,
where
but
I
the
love
gods are dead.
reading.
Reading is truly meta.
Wait, but the gods are dead, though. Hold on.
It is fun that, like, I don't know, they just go into so much detail, and I had to include these little things I found. So, both Soup and Silver, you got this one right?
Wait, but out of
And
curiosity,
game-
does it explain why? Because, like, in Celestia, most of the gods died at the beginning, right? So, presumably, you know, they're not kind of around to be jealous of other weapons and all that. Like, maybe people have changed over time, I guess, is kind of like how they explain it, maybe?
I used to take it
Huh?
as a reason that
Yeah,
despite
yeah.
living in an era with steam engines, there still don't exist any guns.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. But it seems like the gods would have difficulty enforcing their jealousy of other weapon types considering that they're dead.
Well, if there's no god of a
Is-
weapon, they
Yeah.
can't have a divine skill.
True. Very true. Good point.
It is definitely an interesting bit of trivia, and I wouldn't have known it. I don't know if it's like considered to be just an urban legend in Celestia or if it's considered to be like a legitimate reason, but
Yeah,
that's
makes
what
sense.
the merchant scrolls say. Anyway, time for the last of the lore questions.
Okay.
Question 20. Animal companions are a staple of the hunter class. However, which of the following travelers has a pet that doesn't accompany them in battle?
Ah.
Time starts now.
I think Tressa actually has a pet squirrel or something. I feel like this might be a thing. I could be wrong about this. This could be fan content. But I feel like this is a thing that I remember vaguely. Tressa has a pet squirrel. That's my guess. I could definitely be wrong about that.
Like everybody has submitted theirs.
Okay.
And it appears, Rainy, you are very enthusiastic about this one. Would you like to share?
Hopefully I remembered the answer correctly because I was so excited to find that out.
Huh?
You are indeed correct. What is the answer?
It's C, Tressa.
Yeah.
Yep, it is indeed Tressa.
Yeah.
Travel Banter reveals that Tressa has a pet squirrel.
I remember
Oh,
this
that's
vaguely.
And Rainy got
What?
this right.
Yes.
Wait, what happened to his dog?
Whose dog?
Alvin's dog.
Alphen
Alphen had a dog?
Are you sure you're not confusing with Throne?
No, doesn't Alvin get a dog in his traveler story in COTC?
Oh, I haven't played COTC, but I do remember
I
in
think
Octopath 1
there
that Tressa
is
has a
Or did
pet
he give it to
squirrel.
I'm not
Zeph?
sure
Or
if
did he
it's
give it to
Alphen's
Zeph?
dog.
Yeah,
I thought he
I'm
took it
not
in at the
sure
end.
about
Oh.
that.
Hmm. I don't know that one.
I have not played COTC, so I cannot say for certain. If you guys want, I could give Silver half a point for that one, just because I'm not sure on it.
Yeah.
Does that sound fair to people, or how do we want to do this?
You
Sorry.
can look up the wiki and see if it actually is true. Well, wait,
That's a
hold
good
on.
point.
Unless by the question you meant still currently had a pet companion that didn't accompany them in battle, in which case that's dependent on whether or not Alphen is still in custody of the pet or if he gave it away or something like that.
Oh, I guess that's also true.
Yeah, I am not sure. I'm gonna look at the wiki real quick. Let's see if I can find anything about a dog. See, it would be
How does one acquire a pet
COTC,
squirrel?
right?
You just capture
Yeah,
it.
his COTC
I think she mentions it being,
story
like,
has
good
him,
at sniffing out
take
treasure
care
or
of a
something.
pet dog. And like, I know he takes it home to Clearbrook. I don't remember if Alphen keeps it or Zeph keeps it though.
Oh.
All right, let's see.
All these COTC advantage questions. I didn't properly play all the traveler stories of COTC. I only played the main story. I don't know anything that was side content in COTC, except for I did Odette's because I like Odette.
The wiki does not say. It does mention the dog though, so this is definitely
Yeah, that counts then.
a possibility. Just because I don't want to be stuck here for super long. Silver, would you consider it fair if I give you half a point for this one?
That's fine by me.
You
All
should
right,
get the full
sorry
point,
about
honestly.
You're all good. I don't have Tressa in the party enough to know she has a pet squirrel.
I read every travel banter.
That's so Tress of her.
Yeah, apparently, if I remember correctly, the squirrel also helps with their merchant duties,
Yes,
sniffing nuts and stuff
it
to see how
does.
fresh they are.
It can like sniff out like good nuts, I guess.
Moving on to
presumably.
part 3, the meta questions.
Ooh, oh
These
no.
questions will focus on just fun facts about the Octopath
These I'm gonna fail.
Traveler series. And once again, each one will be worth 1 point to whoever gets it correct. So, jumping in. Question 21. Octopath Traveler has a lot of fan fiction written about it. And of course, a lot of that has to do with shipping. Which character from Octopath Traveler 1 has had the most shipping-related fanfics written about them on AO3?
Therion.
Time will start now.
I did not need to think about this. I am so sure. From Octopath Traveler 1, highest fan count, Therion.
Also,
Octopath
just
Traveler
so
2,
everybody
highest fan
knows,
count,
I'm only
Temenos.
looking for one character, not the pairing in specific.
And the pairing is Alph and Therion,
So,
by the
Soup,
way.
if you want to clarify your answer to just one of them.
No, please. I know this shit. I am going to be so shocked and horrified if it's not Therion. I am like 100%. To be fair, I think I haven't read proper, like I haven't really browsed Octopath 1 fanfic in like a good number of years. But like last time I checked, so 100% Therion. And I was an Ulbrich and Earhart fan. And I remember that there wasn't any fanfic like at all about Ulbrich. And I was just like, oh, come on. Why is he so
Everybody
unpopular?
has submitted their answer. And Lynn, you submitted it very quickly. It seems like you know the answer to this one.
Hey, I've been in the
like to
fandom for a while. Fun fact, I remember going on AO3 ages ago and looking for Ulbrich fanfic, because I really like Ulbrich, he's my favorite, and I was surprised that it's basically just all a Therion show over there, which I honestly deserved. He's a great character too.
Yeah, I saw like some sort of chart, and Therion's insane.
Yeah,
more popular.
really good fanfics out there in
So,
Octopath. Shout out to
Soup, you were
Starfall,
close.
the best
You
fanfic like
originally
I've
said
ever read for
Ophelia and
Octopath. It's
Therion,
amazing.
but locked
Go
in
check out
Ophelia.
Starfall. Like even if you don't
Everybody
even
else,
like
I
fanfic,
believe,
it's
locked in
really good.
Therion,
It combines
so
Octopath 1 and 2 and does a brilliant
job,
job of just like
everybody.
integrating
Everyone
both the
either got it or
worlds in a
was very
really, really
close.
cool canon compliant
And
way.
that puts the game very closely tied. Soup now leads at 14 points. Both Silver and Lynn have 13 and a half.
Let's go.
And Rainy, you are at 12. So it's a very tight competition. Nice work, everyone. I'm impressed, honestly.
I've never written an Octopath fanfic myself.
Now
Maybe I
moving
will
on
one
to
day.
question 22. The soundtrack designer of Octopath Traveler went through a lot of work to make sure that each character's theme song matched their personality.
Ooh.
The song Gill on Keys was
Ooh.
originally intended to be one of the Traveler's themes, but was ended up cut. That wasn't a sentence, sorry. But was cut. Which Traveler was it? Time starts now.
Okay, so Gil is a character from Agnea's story. He plays the piano in Agnea's Chapter 2. Yasunori Nishiki is the composer of Octopath Traveler. So I'm assuming he made maybe the theme to be like Agnea's thing. And then maybe he like kind of made it one of the side characters in her story instead. Gil is from her story. Could be wrong about that though. Yeah, because I don't know enough about, like, this is like a random fact, you know? All I can do is drag from what I know about the game. Yeah, if people like Secrets We Keep, there's an equivalent fic for Octopath, essentially, called Starfall, and it's very, very good. If you're an Octopath fan
20
and you
seconds
like
left.
what I've done with Secrets We Keep, where I'm, like, messing with things in Zelda canon, like, connecting plots and stuff, essentially, if the Starfall person were here, they would totally win out the lore thing. Like, they know so much about Octopath lore now. I've been following them
And
since the
that
beginning.
is time.
Such a good fic.
All right. There were two people who guessed Particio and two people who guessed Agnia.
Okay, so it's probably Partitio then.
Would any of you like to explain your choices real quick?
I'll explain mine. I went with Particio.
Yeah, it must have
My
been
main
Partitio and then got
theory
changed.
Was that Gill on the Keys is one of my favorite tracks, but
Oh.
honestly, it's very jazzy. It's a little gritty,
Okay,
and that's part of the design of the piece.
that's true.
So that made me think, oh well, using that sort of logic, Particio's like a get on his knees and work type of guy. His theme is already very jazzy with a saxophone. It makes the
is.
most sense for it to be him in terms of a musical composition standpoint.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. I didn't pick Partitio, but it makes
Awesome.
sense.
And then, Super Lynn, would either of you like to explain Agnia?
I mean, yeah, I think Gil's a piano player from Agnea's second chapter, but I kind of agree with what, was it Silver who spoke before? What Silver said. Yep. I think that makes total sense, yeah. I didn't think of it from a musical standpoint, but honestly, I would change my answer if I could. It's probably Partitio.
I can confirm it is Particio.
Yep.
Nice work, though. That brings Soup up Wait, no. That brings Silver in the lead by half a point.
Ooh.
So this is going to be a very close one.
Oh no.
23.
Okay.
2 years ago, the Octopath Traveler team did a survey measuring several metrics, including which character was most people's favorite from both Octopath Traveler 1 and 2. Which character had the highest favorability in terms of percentage?
Is this
And I
the
believe this is a
COTC?
Traveler. So let me double check that.
Wait, is this the COTC one? The COTC popularity poll? Because if so, I think Cyrus? No, I genuinely don't know. It could be Primrose
Starts
too.
now.
I think Primrose is pretty well
Which
liked.
Traveler was considered the highest in terms of percentage?
Mm.
And I will
From
say
both
that
Octopath 1 and
probably
2.
less people answered the Octopath Traveler 2 survey, but because it is a percentage, that won't necessarily mean it's lower than the Octopath Traveler 1 cast.
Wait, are we looking for two people here? Or is it like, so is it like which character from each thing? Or is it like one person overall?
I'll say, let's spice it up. We'll say we're looking for the highest one for 1 point, and if you get the other highest from the other game, then you get another half point.
Okay.
So submit one from each game.
I'm gonna go Primrose Temenos, I feel like would be the fan favorites. I could be wrong about that though. Primrose, Temenos. I feel like Temenos
Sorry
definitely
about
has
that
to win
confusion.
number 2, but I could be... I think Primrose was like very well liked. I think Primrose as a character, right? It's a character poll? This is not the COTC poll, I think. The COTC poll is highly biased by COTC performance. Cyrus is very strong in COTC, but he's not good in
All right, we'll
Octopath 1.
give about 10 more seconds just because I added that last bit on if everyone wants to get their answers submitted.
Yeah, speaking of popularity polls, the Wisdom vs. Zelda poll is out now. Go check it out. There's a link on Tumblr, there's a link on Insta. Check either of them out. Go vote.
All right, Rainy, just waiting on you. There we go. All right, so to start off, the full credit answer is Temenos. And half credit
Okay, it was
if you chose
Cyrus.
Cyrus.
No, I knew it was
He's in
Cyrus.
second place percentage-wise, but since Octopath Traveler 1 is more popular than 2, he probably has the bigger number overall, just not the bigger percentage.
I should have stuck with Cyrus.
So
I thought I was biased by liking
believe
Cyrus myself.
that Lynn, you said Temenos. Soup, you did not get them. Rainy, you did not get them. And then Silver, you got both Cyrus and Temenos.
I was so close.
So, good job.
I can't believe I missed out on
Let's go.
Cyrus. He's my fave.
I love my modern surveys. I haven't done it, but I love them.
That is probably going to be what the last two questions are about. So I hope you all have a general vibe for
Oh, time to fail.
Because in this same poll, they asked what NPC in Octopath Traveler 1 left the biggest impact. Which NPC won this poll?
Oh, okay.
Time
Simeon,
will
I
start
think.
now.
Okay, so the choices here are Kit, Earhart, Simeon, and Miguel. I know who all of them are. Kit is like the endgame NPC. He's the guy who starts the whole Galdera quest. Earhart is my favorite NPC from both games, probably. But I think I'm biased. I think Earhart is not the answer. I think Simeon is the one who left the most impact, because he's the main villain of Primrose's story. This is all honestly why I picked Primrose in the previous one. So maybe if I kind of like go in on Simeon, that will help. And then Miguel is a really cool villain from Alphen's story, Alphen Chapter 3. I'm gonna go with Simeon. I think Simeon left an impact on a lot of people. It's really awesome how it
25
works.
seconds left.
He stages a play, sort of mocking the life of the main character and forces her to fight through the arena around the play and make it up to him, who's like the playwright at the top, for his final battle. It's so cool. And he's like puppeting these actors on strings and sitting on his chair with a
Alright,
glass
that
of
is
wine.
going to be
It's very
time.
cool.
And I will say,
Could be Miguel,
I
though.
found it interesting how divided it was.
Okay.
Let's see, both Rainy and Lynn, you said Simeon. Would you
Ugh,
two like
that's not
to
right, is
explain
it?
why you thought he'd have the biggest impact?
Did they want to go? Should I go? Yeah, I mean, I was thinking, like, I feel like that ending scene from Primrose's story is really cool. Like, the whole final battle, the setup for it. I think I personally would have picked Earhart, but I feel like a lot of people really resonated with that specific story beat. But I guess I could be wrong. I don't know. I really liked Earhart and Miguel's things as well, and I feel like Kit just wasn't the answer, unless somehow he was. Kind of confused, but I went with Simeon anyways.
So, Rainey, anything you'd like to add?
Not in particular, because that's pretty much how I was thinking about it too.
Yeah.
All right. Soup, you indeed did say Earhart. What made you think him?
He should be Earhart.
Well, I
would pick
thought it
Earhart.
was because I didn't look at the poll, but from what I do know is that Ulbricht's story is entirely mentioning this nebulous figure named Earhart.
Yes.
And we spend 3 chapters trying to track down the guy.
Also
and
true.
I know for a fact that that specific duel with Ulbricht's theme in the background was particularly epic.
So cool.
As well as his sudden entrance to save you in Ulbricht's final chapter.
Agreed.
So that's why I went with him.
Honestly, just adding in there that if this wasn't about a poll, if it was just about me, I would second that. Earhart's thing was the best.
All right. And then, Silver, you put Miguel. Would you like to explain that?
Miguel is so cool too, though.
I understand.
A brilliant
where
villain.
Everyone's getting at. Earhart is like this nebulous figure, like you said, and Simeon is like a really cool character, and probably has my favorite twist and like favorite scene at the end of chapter 3.
Yeah.
Just the amount of aura he exudes is insane.
True.
But my heart of hearts wanted to go with Miguel. It's my favorite chapter.
It's a very good
Miguel
chapter.
is like such a like standpoint for Alphen and his entire story, and it really just adds home to the fact that like his entire character development and theme. It's so good.
It is. It's where, like, imagine
Nice.
a doctor
I will
who
say,
has to now
Earhart,
realize
Simeon,
that
and
he has to
Miguel
take
were the
lives to
top
save
3
lives. It's such a good
picks,
chapter.
But number 1 does go to B.
Huh.
And
It was
so
Earhart.
That means, I believe, Soup, you got the point.
God damn! No, I should
And
have.
if you're curious, Chris easily won the Octopath Traveler 2 poll.
Yeah, okay.
Can't say I'm surprised about that.
Wait, each time I've
we
been
will be
voting
going
against
on
my preferences and
to
finding out that
question
it is actually
25.
my preference
In
that won.
same poll, they asked about
No.
which story event for Octopath Traveler 2 was the favorite.
Okay.
Excluding the final chapter against Divide the Wicked, which event won the poll?
Which story
So by
event for
event, it
Octopath 2?
specifically refers to chapters or
Okay.
the cross stories.
Oh, okay,
Which
okay.
of those in
Favorite
Octopath
chapter.
Traveler 2 was the most popular? Time will start now.
Yeah, wait, no, people agree with me in the Octopath fandom. Holy shit. People like Cyrus. Let's go. People like Earhart. Let's go. Wait, this is not bad news. This is great news. I was unaware of this. I thought more people liked Primrose. Apparently, I've just been on Reddit for too long. Okay, story event from Octopath 2. Casti 3, maybe?
Ooh, wait, a clarifying question. Do they mean favorite in terms of what the fans liked the most, or what they felt had the greatest effect on the story?
Ooh, okay.
That is a good question. The translation simply said favorite. I assume that means just raw favorite, but
Casti
I could
3,
be
my
wrong.
favorite is Oswald 4. It's gotta be
thanks
either
for
of those.
checking, though.
As a Stormhail denier, there's no way Stormhail won, because people don't like it, that's the whole point. Maybe Oswald 4? Oswald Final is pretty good too. Maybe Oswald Final? Casti 3 or Oswald Final?
All right, that is about time if
Oh,
everyone
shit.
would submit their
Okay.
answers.
I'll put in Oswald Final, maybe. It's the moral of the story, don't be on Reddit. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I think there were a lot of really good story beats in Octopath Traveler
Rainy,
2.
I am afraid I do not know what you were referring to. I'm sorry.
Oh?
That's,
Rainy. Okay.
That's fair.
The SS Terry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I think
the
that's
ship.
You buy the ship.
That's
When
the
you buy the
ship.
ship.
Yeah.
Okay,
I love the boat.
Good ship.
cool.
That's true.
Sorry
So
to
far, the
about that.
favorites have been the right answers. So maybe I should
Now-
follow my heart. Oswald Final.
Lynn, you put the Oswald finale, right?
Yes.
What made you think of that one?
Okay, so in both of the previous answers, I went against my own personal choice. So like I like Cyrus more than Primrose, but I chose Primrose. I like Earhart more than Simeon, but I chose Simeon. So I've decided in this one to just frick it and go with my own personal favorite story moment, which was the Oswald final chapter. It's really
That is
good.
an
It's such a
epic final
culmination.
chapter.
It is, isn't it? It's such a great
literally
culmination of a wonderful
screamed.
story.
That is very fair. And then Soup and Silver, you both put the Temenos Stormhill chapter. I
No, no,
believe,
no way.
Where Crick
No way.
passes away.
People don't like
Rest in peace,
Stormhill.
Crick.
Yep. Rest in peace indeed. So the answer to this is Throne's
What?
Duel with Father.
What?
Oh
That's
my
good.
goodness.
That's good.
That is good, but it wouldn't have been what I submitted for the
They wouldn't have
poll,
been
but
what I
will
submitted
agree.
either, yeah.
And I don't know, because
No way.
obviously I didn't really think about what I would have submitted. I think it's interesting, though, how everybody just had their own ideas of what's favorite. And I think that's part of what's beautiful about Octopath Traveler. It's got something for everybody.
That's true.
And so let's go over the final scores.
All right. I didn't win, but I did a good showing. I'll take it.
You had 13 points, putting you at 4th place. Still a very impressive score, and
Woo.
great job. Thank you for joining.
Thanks for having me. It was a fun ride to be a part of.
It's good to have you. Next up is Lynn with 14.5 points.
Yeah.
So
Hey.
you came in 3rd place, and once again, like I said, I'm very impressed with how well you all did. I tried to make this leaning on the more difficult side, so
Yeah.
you all getting more than half of them right is very impressive to me.
Yeah,
And
thanks for
then
setting all this
Soup
up.
with-
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you guys all for joining. Soup, you had a total of 15 points.
Third place
putting
is
you
winner
in
to me.
2nd place.
I got
Man,
beat
it
by
was
half a
absolutely-
point.
It was a pleasure to be here.
If I had picked either Cyrus or Earhart, the people
And
that I
last
actually
up,
cared about, I would have
Silver.
probably won.
Coming in with 16 points, barely passing
Goddamn.
through, you win the competition.
Oh my goodness.
Woo!
So great job, everybody. That was a lot of fun. There were some tiebreakers. Do you guys want to see them, or should I just skip?
Honestly, I'd like to see what you came up with.
Yeah, I would
And the
enjoy
Yeah, yeah.
tiebreakers- And I may use them in a future if we do a sequel. But the
Ooh.
tiebreakers were actually going to be community voted. And instead of having like a firm answer, you'd have to just explain why you thought what you thought. So the
This
first
is fun.
tiebreaker
I like
was,
this.
Is Octopath Traveler a sequel or a prequel? Because we don't have a defined answer yet. It could be either or.
Oh, I could argue either side for this.
And the last one was, what ship between the main cast is the best in
Oh,
either game?
Hikari Agnea.
And so I'm kind of sad we didn't get to use these, but
No, those are
maybe
both good.
next time.
Maybe. Oh my.
Moving on.
Those are some fun questions.
Could have been fun, but it was still a good time. Now,
Yay.
Silver, you get to choose. Do you want $50 so you can purchase your own copy of Octopath Traveler 0? Or do you want a mystery box that even I don't know what's inside?
I'm gonna have to go with the mystery box, honestly.
Ooh.
It,
How do
it
you not
could
know
be
what's
a copy
inside
of
the
the
box?
game. But honestly, I have 2 copies of Octopath Zero already.
Oh, damn.
That's very, very fair. Now, I will say this. I have not decided what's in the mystery box.
Oh.
Instead, I have a wheel that will decide.
Ooh.
So let me pull that up. Can you guys see the wheel?
I cannot.
I do
No.
not.
I swear if it pulls up another copy of the game, I'm going to be very sad for some
I will laugh. I
That-
will laugh because it just means I get 3 copies.
I mean, true.
That is not, in fact, on the wheel, I'm afraid. I considered adding it, but I figured, nah. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
I wonder what
didn't
they'll get.
work.
I wonder what's on the wheel.
Let's see. I'm gonna try changing to. Let's try this. There.
Oh,
Can you guys see
we
it
see it.
now?
Ooh,
Yeah.
cool.
All right. I'm going to spin the wheel, and this will determine what is in your mystery box. So, you will win something. Octopath. Traveler 2 keychains.
Woo!
So if you have a character
Yay.
you like me to try and find, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just find whatever I can. But
All right.
thank you guys
Sounds
all
good.
for playing.
It's been a blast.
It's been so
it
much
really
fun.
was.
I'm glad to hear that. I had so much fun making this and even more fun just doing this all with you guys. So thanks so much for joining in. And I don't know, maybe next time some of you will get a chance at redemption.
All right.
Maybe.
Looking forward to it if you ever decide to go for it.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys all so much. And is there anything else I can do for you while we're here?
Just have a good day.
Yeah, I think that's about
All
it.
right. Awesome. Thank you guys all seriously so much for joining in. It was a total blast. So I guess I'll talk to you all some other time. Bye.
Yeah, see ya.
All right. Bye.
Thanks again.
See y'all.
Mhm.
Bye.
And done. Oh, that was fun. That was a good amount of fun. I love a trivia show. And I'm so mad. I would have won first place. I would have won first place if I stuck to my own actual faves. I think at the end I had 14.5 points. And I lost 1 point for not getting Cyrus. I picked Primrose instead because I thought the fandom likes Primrose. And I lost another point for not picking Earhart. Literally, my sub name, like if you go on Octopath Traveler, r/Octopath Traveler right now, you will find that my name says Earhart Apologist next to it. I'm like, literally, I love Earhart so much. And you'll also see that I put Cyrus in the top of all of my polls. I'm so mad. I can't believe I lost on Cyrus and Earhart. They're my favorite characters. Yeah, the real answer. The real answer here is follow your heart. And don't trust Reddit. Genuinely so mad. I can't believe. I should have stuck to the people I cared about. But that was fun. That was fun. I think some of the questions in there were COTC based. So Ophelia's, for example, like the Ophelia army thing, that one isn't actually covered in Octopath 1 for anything I know. Edoras is a country that was only introduced in COTC. So it is a little bit biased in terms of like towards people who have played COTC. But I think the information from the manual from Partitio's merchant chapter is definitely fair game. This is the equivalent of me reading all of the backstory lore in Triangle Strategy, so entirely valid. And yeah, let me go ahead and resolve the prediction. Hold on. Prediction. Choose outcome. Will Lynn win? No. Complete. You made Mob richer. Look, don't vote in my favor. That's a bad idea. Oh, man. I wasn't last, so I technically won. Haisai is really trying. No, that's not how it works. Winning is winning. Winning is winning, no matter what. Oh, man. That was fun, though. That was a good amount of time. I hope people are doing well on this fine day, though. I haven't had time to talk to chat properly since I've been so busy racking my brain over these fun questions. You enthusiastically told us to vote for you. That's what I heard, at least. I said the opposite. I am so sure I said the opposite. I'm going to be on here for maybe 5 more minutes and then I'm probably going to head out. So thanks for stopping by, folks. I do appreciate it. If you're watching this on YouTube or something, just know, follow your heart. I should have listened to Agnea. This is the real lesson. The real lesson. Let's go. This was fun. Thanks for letting us watch. Yeah. It's been a lot of fun. I hope they do more of these, honestly. Doing great. I was doing echo propaganda, as one should. Yeah, if people here like polls, check out, I think I already said it, check out the Wisdomverse poll. It has been put up on both Tumblr and Insta. Fun secret fact, actually, for the people that are here. There are 2 separate polls. There is a separate poll on Insta and a separate poll on Tumblr. Try not to vote in both, please. But you guys on the Twitch Discord have a choice whether to vote in each one. They will all be, the votes are the same. No matter what you put in, the votes are gonna be worth the same. Do not worry. But yeah, try to use the Tumblr poll. Already did the Tumblr one? Yeah. Good. Ooh, Mob redeemed a costume creation. Hey! Echo color palette, please. Yeah, do the Tumblr one. I think the Tumblr one has more, I think more of the folks here are I guess more analytical, maybe, and Tumblr tends to have a little bit more of those types of people. But yeah, I will tell the people on Twitch and Discord that there are 2 separate polls, actually, and I will be tallying the votes equally at the end of them. So, so yeah, you got your secret fact. Secretly holding on to your funds this whole time. I know, right? Mob has been gathering 100K. Okay, Echo color palette is interesting. I'm gonna have to come up with a way to do that. I'm not gonna look like Echo no matter what, but I think I can make it work. We can put the kind of like tri-rod thing in there. I can turn my dress a little pinkish, maybe. I'll think about it. It's not gonna look like Echo. That's the problem, Mob. But I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Yes, I did manage the other costume. You should check out the, I think we did, the Hades Black Cloak Halloween stream. I did wear it on Halloween. It was really fun. Yeah, thanks for the redeem, Highside. And I put your name up on the screen there too, just in case. So everybody knew. You should check out the VODs for that. It looked really nice. And also, don't worry, for anyone that has redeemed a costume at any point, it will be added to the list of costumes. And it will be redeemable, presumably, in the future. It did, in fact, look great. Heck yeah. Confirmation. Oh, man. All right. Well, you know what? As Tressa would say, it's all about what something is worth to you, right? And and I say, what is victory when instead you can have the power of knowledge? You do not need to win, you just need to learn. Wait, actually, I defaulted to Cyrus there. This is the real best traveler. I learned a lot, actually. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that there was a theme in the game. Like, I think Gil on keys. I didn't know that was originally Partitio's theme. I think that makes a lot of sense, though. All the Octopath Traveler 2 main themes are so good. Like, each character's theme, brilliantly composed. Pretty much all the music in Octopath Traveler is brilliantly composed, actually. Anyway, back to gambling. Mob is like, I have been secretly saving my wealth, and now I can spend it all. Oh, man. Honestly, I'm kind of excited for Octopath Zero as well. I will not be playing it on release, though, so I have actually played most of COTC. It was a little bit grindy by the end, so I got to Bestower of All Chapter 4, and then I stopped, which is really far in. So that's the thing, I'm gonna have to, like, repeat a decent amount of story just to get, like, the last, like, 3 chapters of it. So, yeah, I'll probably do that eventually, I think. It's quite fun. Are you burnt out? Not from Octopath. I definitely want to play more Octopath. It's just that I've already played most of COTC, but not the ending a bit. So it makes me want to see what the ending is like, and I know I can do that from this game, which is going to be a remake of COTC. Main problem is just, so like, I've played 90% of the story of COTC already, so I would have to replay that 90% to get the last 10%. I do know that there's going to be more characters, there's going to be more, like, battle, like, there's combat things. I think there's, like, even a new weapon class or something. I was told, like, the Architect might be a new class in the new game. But it's not a mainline game, it's kind of a remake of COTC. So I'm going to wait and see what people think. And I think if people are kind of, like, of the agreement that OT0 is different from COTC in a way, I might play it. If not, then I really enjoyed COTC itself, honestly. So I guess, and COTC is free, is the thing. Octopath Zero, you do have to pay for it. It looks brilliant, though. It does look brilliant. And I'm glad that they have all the characters, I think, from, like, Octopath 1, pretty much, like, a decent number of the story characters from Octopath COTC. I think all of them are coming back. It is only the only the Orstera chapters and not the Celestia chapters, so that'll be fun. Yeah. Man, this is a fun... I want to do more trivia things, honestly. Someone's got to do. But the problem is if I do a trivia, then I don't get to answer the trivia. I like answering trivia. I don't like making trivia. I gotta find, like, a Zelda trivia or something. Try to take it. See how much I remember, you know? It would be fun, I think. I just like trivia in general. There was an old trivia thing that we technically made, actually, where I put out... I think it's on Sporkle. You can play it if you want right now. I put out a list of all 320 playable characters from all the Fire Emblem games continuing 9 and afterwards. So I think it's like Path of Radiance onwards. And if you can essentially name every character in Fire Emblem after that, that one was... then you get the full points there. A couple months ago, you and some friends did a pub trivia about LOTR and came in first. Whoa. I don't know if I could come in first with the Lord of the Rings quiz. I think there's just so much, like, minute details that you need to know about Lord of the Rings, but I would genuinely be so much fun. It would be... Did you win? No, I lost on my own faves, Dust. As in, like, it wasn't even a trivia thing. It was like, okay, the final questions, Dust, the final questions were like, okay, this is based on, like, some community poll that they had held. No, like, it was like a community poll that they had held earlier with, like, the Japanese part of the fandom, and, like, whether you could guess what the results from that community poll were. And so they were like, one of them is like, oh, what was everyone's favorite character from game 1 and 2? And I was like, look, I already know that everybody's favorite character in game 2 is Temenos. And I know my favorite character from game 1 is Cyrus, right? But I don't think everybody's favorite character is Cyrus. I thought maybe it's Primrose. I feel like a lot of people like Primrose. So I put Primrose in and I would have gotten a point for Cyrus. It was Cyrus in the end. And then the next question was like, what was everyone's favorite NPC? And I'm like, okay, I am known for liking Earhart. Earhart is like my favorite NPC. If you go on Reddit right now, under my name in the Octopath subreddit, you will see like Earhart travel, like Earhart apologist. Like that's what I call myself because I freaking love Earhart. But I was like, okay, I don't think people like Earhart that much. Like I think it's just me, maybe, right? Like so maybe it's like Simeon probably. So I put Simeon, and it was Earhart. I would have gotten a second point for that. And then in the end, I lost by 1.5 points. So if I gotten both of those, I would have won. I would have had 2 extra points. I would have won outright. I'm so mad. I'm so hecking mad. We were so close. So close to victory. Can't believe. I'm not used to having mainstream babes. Genuinely true. The final question about like what was everyone's favorite chapter in Octopath 2, I would never have guessed that though. I don't think anyone got that one right because it's just like really like people like the Throne versus Father. Are you freaking maybe you're just Japanese at heart. Yeah, I could have sworn. I think the American fandom loves Primrose. I guessed essentially both of them I guessed people from Primrose's story. Because I was under the impression that Primrose's story is just very well loved by the American fandom. But I don't know the Japanese fandom all that well. Was it the Japanese fandom? Maybe it was a global poll, I'm not sure. But like they did say translation. So that kind of implied to me that it was a Japanese poll. Yeah, either way, I didn't see the poll results, so it's not like I would have known. It's just me guessing what the heart of the cards is. Primrose does seem a little Western gaze. That's true. Yeah. But like, I still, at least I know the AO3 question. AO3 question stays winning. 俺と一緒に日本人になっていこう。Me and someone else, Japanese, are go? Shit, I don't know. Like, I know what all of those words mean individually, but I don't know grammatical structures. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. I was like, to become, and then also like, iko is like together, I guess? Okay, I thought that meant go. Let's become Japanese together. I love that. Weeb, yeah. Where do you think you are? Excuse me. Hello. Primrose is cool, but Cyrus is obviously best. I'm still mad though. In a fun way. It was still a really good, that was a fun time. I had fun with those questions. They were good questions. I think like all the questions that I didn't get right, I was like, that's fair. Yeah, I could see that. I would have changed my answer. The ones where we were like guessing, like the +1 levels thing, like, yeah. Actually, if I were to analyze the results of this current competition, then I would say we played by Price is Right rules for the XP question, but then we played by closest level rules for the level guessing question. So I'm just saying, like, if it was both Price is Right, then I would have won the second one. I'm just saying. Take is like do in an increasing way. Okay. I didn't know that. Nice. I only imagine one of those images of a character extending their hand. Yeah, like just out to you. Reach for my hand, I'll soar away into the dawn. Oh, I wish I could stay. But I will not, because this will be the end of stream. Thank you all for stopping by. I really enjoyed this one. This was a lot of fun. I hope they hold more of these in the future, because I'd love to participate in them. I had such a blast. Let's see if we can go raid somebody. Let's give somebody a raid. Who's doing a stream today? Anybody doing a stream? Looks like Kuro Yaiba's doing a stream. Let's go ahead and raid Kuro Yaiba. Kuro Yaiba 3, I think? No, wait, 12. I was completely off. Kuro Yaiba 12. There we go. Ooh, I would be down for some tea, actually. Should we get tea, Dust? I'll come grocery shopping with you if it means I get tea. I can be easily lured away from the house. I'll drive you too. Because that'll make it easier for the parking situation with both of us. If you're okay with that, I'd be down. Yeah. One last shout out to the Wisdomverse poll. The poll time has begun. It is also voting season IRL, by the way. So if you are currently in America, and if you have the ability to vote, then check it out. Check out them real world votes. Didn't want a bike. I know, right? You gain something, I gain something. It's a win-win situation, one would say. Plan success. Guys, Dust is manipulating me. Very, very benevolently. All right, I'll see y'all later, folks. Bye.